Body Ritual Among the Nacerima by Horace Minor, written in 1956. Please note this article has been modified to a lower reading level for struggling readers. Archaeologists are people who study the way that people and cultures have developed over time. They have noticed that each culture has one thing that they tend to focus on in their daily lives. Below is a study of the Nacerima people. Professor Linton first brought the ritual of the Nacerima to the attention of anthropologists 20 years ago, but the culture of this people is still very poorly understood. They are a North American group living in the territory between the Canadian tribes and the natives of Mexico. Little is known of their origin, although tradition states that they came from the East. Nacerima culture is characterized by a highly developed market economy which has evolved in a rich natural habitat. While much of the people's time is devoted to economic pursuits, a large part of the fruits of these labors and a considerable portion of the day are spent in ritual activity. The focus of this activity is the human body, the appearance and health of which loom as a main concern of the people. While such a concern is certainly not unusual, its ceremonial aspects and associated beliefs are unique. The main belief of the Nacerima seemed to be that the human body is ugly and that it tends to be weak and full of diseases. Trapped in such a body, man's only hope is to avoid these characteristics through the use of powerful influences of ritual and ceremony. Every household has one or more shrines devoted to this purpose. The more powerful individuals in the society have several shrines in their houses, and in fact, the richness of a house is often referred to in terms of the number of such ritual centers it possesses. Most houses are of stick and plaster construction, and the shrine rooms of the more wealthy are walled with stone. Poorer families copy the rich by applying pottery plaques to their shrine walls. While each family has at least one such shrine, the rituals associated with it are not family ceremonies, but are private and secret. The rites are normally only discussed with children, and then only during the period when they are being initiated into these mysteries. The center point of the shrine is a box or chest which is built into the wall. In this chest are kept the many charms and magical potions without which no native believes he could live. These potions are gotten from the herbalists who get the recipes from the medicine men. The medicine men write the recipes and give them to the herbalists. This writing is understood only by the medicine men and by the herbalists who, for another expensive gift, provide the required charm to the native people. Beneath the wall charm box is a small font. Each day, every member of the family in succession enters the shrine room, bows his head before the charm box, mingles different sorts of holy water in the font, and proceeds with a brief rite of ablution, the cleaning. The holy waters are secured from the water temple of the community, where the local priests conduct elaborate ceremonies to make the liquid ritually pure. The Nacerima also have specialists whose designation is best translated holy mouthmen. The Nacerima have an almost pathological horror of and fascination with the mouth, the condition of which is believed to have a supernatural influence on all social relationships. Were it not for the rituals of the mouth, they believe that their teeth would fall out, their gums bleed, their jaws shrink, their friends desert them, and their lovers reject them. They also believe that a strong relationship exists between oral looks and moral worth. A daily body ritual performed by everyone includes a mouth rite. Despite the fact that these people are so obsessed about the care of the mouth, this rite involves a practice which seems revolting to strangers. It was reported that the ritual consists of inserting a small bundle of hog hairs into the mouth, along with certain magical powders, and then moving the bundle in a highly fast and furious series of movements. In addition to the private mouth rite, the people seek out the holy mouthman twice a year. These practitioners have an impressive set of tools consisting of a variety of augers, awls, probes, and prods. The use of these objects is to expel the evils of the mouth, which involves almost unbelievable ritual torture of the client. This torture includes opening the mouth, using the above-mentioned tools, enlarging any holes which rot may have created in the teeth. Magical materials are put into these holes. In the client's view, the purpose of these ministrations is to arrest decay and to draw friends. The medicine men have an imposing temple or latipso in the larger villages. The more elaborate ceremonies required to treat very sick patients can only be performed at this temple. These ceremonies involve not only the medicine men, but also a group of helpful toilers who move sedately about the temple chambers in distinctive costumes and headdress. The latipso ceremonies are so harsh that it is unbelievable that most people who enter the temple actually recover. Many do not recover, despite spending many days or even weeks behind the temple walls. Small children have been known to resist attempts to take them to the temple because that is where you go to die. Despite this fact, sick adults are not only willing, but often eager to undergo long treatments if they can afford to do so. No matter how ill the person or how serious the emergency, the guards of many temples will not admit a native if he cannot give a rich gift to the medicine men. Our review of the ritual life of the Nacerima show them to be a magic-ridden people. It is hard to understand how they have managed to exist so long under the harsh lifestyle which they have chosen. But even such exotic customs as these take on real meaning when they are viewed with the insight provided by Malinowski when he wrote, "Looking from far and above, from our high places of safety in the developed civilization, it is easy to see all the crudity and irrelevance of magic. But without his power and guidance, early man could not have mastered his practical difficulties as he has done, nor could man have advanced to the higher stages of civilization."